Why is Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire still our defensive partnership? Why are we playing two holding midfielders against a team that parks the bus? Why can't Donny van der Beek start for us? West Brom 1, Manchester United 1, 2 points drop at a time where we cannot be dropping points. Look here, I'm no longer talking about a title challenge, guys, because now we've dropped points and Manchester City are 7 points ahead of us with a game in hand. If Manchester City win their game in hand, they are 10 points ahead of us. And I'm sorry, 10 points, you are not in a title challenge when you are 10 points lower than the first team. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, don't be like that. Subscribe right now so you can see more content of this quality. We are not in a title challenge. So we have to worry about teams like Chelsea, because all of a sudden if Chelsea win their game, Chelsea are 4 points. Yes, 4 points away from us. And the way Chelsea are going, if you're watching Chelsea, they got a new manager Thomas Tuchel, and he's winning games and they're playing well and they're doing well under this new manager. They've got a proper manager. Frank Lampard was never a proper manager. They've got a proper manager now that knows what he's doing, and the team is responding. And this is a tough time because we can slip from the second position. We can go into a top 4 battle because we've been dropping points over the last couple of weeks. This was unacceptable. For me, it was unacceptable. Why is our defensive partnership still Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire? We have seen a couple months ago, from December to January, we have seen Eric Bailly is our best centre-back, period. And Eric Bailly complements Harry Maguire, because what Harry Maguire doesn't have, Eric Bailly has. And so they complement one another, and they played very well. And the statistics prove that every time Eric Bailly plays, we win more games with Eric Bailly playing than when he doesn't play. He is our best centre-back. Why is Victor Lindelof putting Eric Bailly on the bench? The first goal that West Ham scored to go 1-0 up, that was down to Victor Lindelof's error. But I don't look at Victor Lindelof. Who is starting Victor Lindelof? That guy needs to take the responsibility, because the whole world has seen when Victor Lindelof was out injured, Eric Bailly came in and he done so well. So the fact that Oli is still preferring Lindelof over Eric Bailly, so no matter what Victor Lindelof does, I will never look at Victor Lindelof, because I know Victor Lindelof is not a top-class centre-back. I know that he's not good enough to start for United. So I expect the manager to be able to see that and to be able to make a change and say Lindelof must go on the bench and Eric Bailly come in. So if he's not doing that, the onus and the responsibility goes on the manager. He's picking the wrong players. So that first goal is down to the manager, because Lindelof was not good to start for us. The manager's continuing picking him. That first goal is down to the manager. He's picking the wrong defensive partnership. And in this game against West Brom, we're supposed to lose this game. They had better opportunities. They had opportunities where Victor Lindelof made another mistake, and Harry Maguire as well made a mistake to let that West Brom striker go 1-on-1 with De Gea. The reason they never score from the opportunities is because they don't have very good players. Like this is what the small teams do. This is why they get relegated and they're in relegation battles. It's because they don't have very good players that can capitalize on teams' mistakes. Like, for example, if United had those opportunities, those 2 opportunities that their striker had, at minimum we would have put one of them in the net. At minimum. West Brom had better opportunities than us. You tell me who's the team that's second, because I couldn't see that. Because West Ham had better opportunities than us. The whole game we had the ball, but we could not create clear-cut opportunities. The best opportunity that we created fell to Harry Maguire in the 94th minute. That was the best opportunity that we created. So West Ham deserved this draw. If you ask me, West Ham deserved a draw, and we deserved to drop points. Having possession of the ball does not mean you are the better team. West Brom defended better. They were very organized when it came to their defensive organization. They were very organized. They knew what they were doing. They did not give any opportunities away. West Ham performed very well. They performed very well. West Brom deserved that draw. And they could have even got the win at the end of the game, but they deserved that draw, and we deserved to drop 2 points, because we don't have a system. I always tell you guys this, that Individual brilliance doesn't break down a low block. A system breaks down a low block. A system breaks down a team. And it's something that we don't have. Whenever you give us the ball, we don't know what to do. What we want is space. That's what we want. We are a counter-attacking team. We don't have a system. We don't have patterns of play. And last year, our Achilles heel last year was that we couldn't break down low blocks. All of a sudden, 1 year later, and we still can't break down low blocks. Why don't people ever look at the coaching and say, wait a minute, guys, this was the problem last season. We come into a new season and we still got the same problem. You are coaching these boys every single day. Exactly what are you coaching? Why is there no questions? Just like in the media from our ex-players and the pundits, everybody all says, okay, United need better players. United need better players. And that is true. We do need better players, but that is true at every single club in the world. Every single club needs better players. Manchester City are first on the log. They need better players. They need a striker. They probably need another midfielder. They need better players. They need maybe a left back. They need better players. But how about we ever look at it and say, you know what? Maybe we need better coaches. Maybe we need better coaches because we've never seen that these guys can show us that they are top class coaches. That Manchester United is the biggest club in England, one of the biggest in the world. We should have the best of coaches, am I right? We want the best of players. We should have the best of coaches. But I know why the media don't do that. But I'm asking you guys, why doesn't the media do that? Because we've got a club legend, and so no one wants to look at the club legend. No one wants to and his CV speaks for itself. So no one wants to read his CV out in the media and say, you know what, maybe this guy's not good enough. Or those coaches he has, maybe those coaches are not good enough. No one wants to do that because all the coaches also are ex-players. So that's the issue we have with United. Look again, so the centre-back partnership is wrong. That's what caused the goal. We go into the midfield. Why are we playing with two holding midfielders against a team that is parking the bus? You tell me, please educate me. Why are you doing that? The team is giving you possession of the ball. You only need one holding midfielder. Why are you playing with two holding midfielders? We should have never started the game with two holding midfielders. The fact that we went into the game and we waited till when Donny came on? We probably waited till the 75th minute to change those two holding midfielders. That you have to look at the management. Because the players are not putting themselves on the field. It's the manager that's choosing the players. How do you play two holding midfielders when a team that's parking the bus? I don't even agree playing two holding midfielders against anyone that you're playing. But especially when you're playing a team that's parking the bus, you cannot play with two holding midfielders. You need to play with one. Because those two are literally doing nothing. They've got no one to mark because you have possession of the ball. So Donny van de Beek supposed to start in place of Fred because Ollie prefers Scott McTominay. So in place of Fred, Donny van de Beek supposed to play, and we would have created more opportunities and been better with the ball in moving the ball quicker. But he never do that. Ollie brought on Donny van de Beek in the 75th minute. It took Ollie 75 minutes to realize that we need to go more attacking. Once again, I pose to you. Maybe we don't need better players. Maybe we don't just need better players. Maybe we need better coaches. Because for you to have 75 minutes and realize, oh, maybe now I need to go more attacking. Is this the sign of an attacking manager that plays with two holding midfielders against West Brom? Is that an attacking manager? I've seen Pep Guardiola play with one holding midfielder no matter who he plays. He plays Liverpool, he plays Chelsea, he plays anyone. He plays with one holding midfielder. That's what I've seen him do. That's an attacking manager. Once again, he got that wrong. Donny van de Beek coming on the 75th minute. What exactly must Donny do on the 75th minute? 15 minutes. What exactly must the boy do? Why couldn't you bring on Donny on the 60th minute? Give him 30 minutes at least. Why? And when we had the ball, players like Martial couldn't get in the game. Cavani couldn't get in the game. Rashford was getting in the game. He was doing some things, but I was also frustrated with Rashford because Rashford's decision making was poor, but he did whip in some very good crosses. You have to give him credit, and he was trying to make things happen. He was getting on the ball and trying to make things happen. It's not working for Rashford at the moment, but I do believe it will because he's a top quality player. Same like Bruno in the first, before his goal once in the game, He scored that world-class goal, and I will tell you this, guys, again, is that Bruno is one of the best players in the world when it comes to deciding games. He decides a game by himself, and there's very few midfielders that can do that in the world, and Bruno is one of them. Bruno has to start. I know Bruno gives the ball away. I know his passing is not top class, but he decides games for you. And that's what you pay the big money for. And Bruno gave us the draw today. Without Bruno, we weren't getting the draw. But yes, apart from the goal, Bruno had no other ideas in the game. As a number 10, you need to be opening up defenses. As a number 10, we look to you to be creating opportunities. There weren't any opportunities created in this game. But I will never look at Bruno, because Bruno scored the goal, and without him, we weren't never going to score a goal. So as I said, Martial is out of the game. Cavani was out of the game. All these players were out of Wan-Bissaka. I mean, look at Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is performing at a very high level. And this was my criticism of Luke Shaw, was that he's got all the ability to be a top-class left-back, but he was lazy. He's no more lazy right now. He's attacking, running down the line, whooping in crosses. And that's what I love about Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw had a very good game. But you look on the other flank at Wan-Bissaka, and Wan-Bissaka had a poor game, because attacking, he gave us nothing. So we literally had a bit of passengers on the field, but I won't look at the players so much. I'm looking at the coaching, because when we have the ball, there's no patterns of play. No one knows exactly what to do. Everything is just off the cuff and freestyle. So we've dropped 2 more points, and right now we are going to go into a top 4 battle. Hear me right now, I'm saying it right now. We are going to go into a top 4 battle. Yes, we will still get top 4, but we are going to go into a battle. Something that a couple weeks ago, it never looked like. A couple weeks ago, people were talking about us challenging. All of a sudden, we're no more challenging, and we have to watch our back for Chelsea. So those are my comments on the game. Those are my comments on the game, guys. I'll see you for the next game. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because we need to continue winning. You can't be dropping points against West Brom. It's unacceptable. We've got players that are far superior to West Brom, and we should have a manager that's superior to their manager. Now I'll leave you all to answer that question, but I got my answers already. Whether our manager is better than Sam Allardyce, I've got my answers. I'll leave you all to answer that question. This is for the fans, guys, and I'll see you for our next game.